So you guys know that we've been working on this storage building, trying to turn it into a more functional space for us on our property. Previously, we were working right here off this hallway in this little side room. We turned it into a storage closet. That's finished and it's already getting packed full of stuff. So I'm really happy that that's working out. But now I'm moving out into this hall and we're going to be looking at this wall. Doesn't seem like there's a lot to do here, but I think it's hiding some problems because we have two projects I want to focus on. One is this door. You know these old mobile home style doors, they don't last forever. And this one has leaked. That's pretty common. Down at the threshold, it looks rotted. And I believe we're going to find that the studs are rotted next to it. At the very bottom only. That's what I'm guessing. The water gets in and it just rots out the bottom plate a little bit. So I'm going to be checking that. We're going to be trying to see if we can just get a replacement door and redo this section. But also, you guys can see I have my bandsaw here. Well, we're starting to get organized in here. And something that I thought would benefit us was to actually build a wall right here. So this is my goal right here in this video, is getting this wall built. We want a wall with a doorway. So it's going to match that one right back there. It's going to look exactly the same layout. And the reason is so that this hall area is completely separated from this room that you guys are standing in, and it feels like a separate space. That will give us about 20 inches of more wall right here coming out. It'll help it feel like stuff like this isn't jutting out into the walkway, because right now we have things piled here and everything just feels like it's in the way. If you put a wall there, it changes your perception and it doesn't feel like anything's in your way anymore. That's what we're doing right now. First thing we're going to do is take the outlet covers off. Pull off this first wall panel and see what we're working with. Hopefully we don't find too many scary surprises in here. Hopefully I don't get electrocuted.
That one just popped out.
Wow.
Disgusting. Outlet cover.
They have some of these. They have some of those backstabbed and then some wrapped around the screw.
Why?
Like they couldn't make up their mind. Probably it was getting a bad connection.
Yeah.
So they fixed the one that was loose.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
They're going right in the trash bag.
Yep. What is that? Toolless.
Mm-hmm. That's quality door trim.
Wait. Might need it here. Quality.
Good.
It's disgusting.
Let me take off this top stuff. salvage anything here?
No.
I thought this would come off smoother than it is.
Paneling never comes off smooth.
If I was on the back of it, hammering it out, I think it would come off better.
Yeah. When it's glued, it's always like tearing apart.
Yep. And they have like 1,000 nails in it. We'll call this the House of 1,000 Nails.
Mm-hmm. Is that the nickname?
I'm almost taking this off for no reason. This is looking a lot better than I expected.
Oh yeah, there's like no rot.
I'm shocked by what I'm seeing right here.
Well, just take it off and we'll just take a peek. Wow, not bad.
Well guys, this is actually shocking because for a change, can we just say this? The damage is less than expected. So what do we have? We do have rot under here. This bottom plate, it's not that bad, but it is rotted. You can see it. And then also the floor, that's the more important thing. Look at, there's no floor underneath the wall. So, a little bit of repairs are needed, but it's not too bad. And these look solid. I thought for sure those would be rotted. Look at, see down here they have this patch, and it's like a hole in here, and you would expect everything to be shot, but let's see what.
The sun started glaring. Every time it was so cloudy.
It looks like the studs are solid. It's just this plywood that's on top, and then the bottom plate right there. That's where the bottom plate starts. And obviously we got to take care of that. That's no good. So with this good news, I can just cut this back to here. We'll undercut these nails, and once the bottom plate is out of there, we'll evaluate the floor. We can get a new piece of flooring in here. Just put a new bottom plate in, and we'll be good as new, I think. So let's take a look at what's happening here. You guys see this crack right here? Well, you can see it carry on here. I can. And I can see it go all the way over there and all the way over there. The vinyl is cracking because this floor is lifted. This is a floor patch that somebody did at some point. This floor is not original. So what I'm guessing is the floor had rotted out at the door, common, and somebody came in, tried patching it up and used the wrong size plywood because this is too thick. It's thicker than the original floor. Then they laid this new floor down, and that's that. So you can see the patch through it. You can actually see the raised line. With that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and scrape the vinyl up and try to remove this whole patch, because then we can put a whole new piece of wood in the right thickness, not have a lump in the floor, and get it underneath the wall plate. Perhaps that rot has been like that since they replaced the floor even. Yep, look at that. They got floor leveler or patch transitioning up from the original floor to their thick floor. Now we haven't mentioned this yet, but the original floor is only 5/8 of an inch thick, so it's a fairly thin subfloor. And they probably grabbed 3/4 for their patch. And so they tried sloping up to it. Look at that. That's not ideal. We're going to grab an oscillating tool with a scraper blade. See if we can speed this up a little. Try to get it up. But this is weird. Look it. There must be screws here that I can't see. They have hole filler that just blends in. There's a screw. I only saw it because I could see where the wood is pulling. Yep, definitely Phillips.
What?
Phillips.
Oh.
Oh, that one came out. That should help. It probably won't help at all, actually. Because I would have to find pretty much all of them. There's probably a whole run of them here. It's ridiculous. I'm like separating the plies. They're not even all coming up together.
Oh. What is going on with it?
Well, they patched it strong, didn't they? I need my excavator.
Excavate. It's like the whole building was moving. Felt like an earthquake. What was that?
No?
Look at that.
Wow. That's one way to skin a floor. No, don't worry about that. I think our wall is falling out.
You have to take the door out.
I might have ruined the threshold a little bit.
It was trashed anyway.
Wow, guys, look at the insulation. I'll probably end up removing all of their blocking in here and starting fresh.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're going to be cutting this floor back a little from where they had it. I just want to start fresh in a new spot. Do you guys want to see the progress we've made so far? We've opened this up, cleaned it out, and evaluated everything. And right here, I don't know if you noticed, but I cut the bottom of these studs shorter. That one and that one. I have a plan while this is open, while our rim joist is gone, and I took a piece of 2x4, and I did have to route it out. There's a little custom routing right there to make it fit properly, but what I'm going to do is slide that over there on top of that 2x4 and under here. So what I did was I cut these shorter than those so that I could basically double up here. I had to route that out because this is going to sit slightly lower than that because there's something underneath those holding them up. Old flooring. Anyway, hard to explain everything, but I'm at the point now where I can secure that in, and I'm going to screw it straight up from outside since there's nothing in my way right now. And I'm going to screw it right into there with some big, long, heavy-duty screws so I can get past any softness in the wood, because there was a bit of softness down here into the hardwood. And then we're going to have a solid plate again so that we can start rebuilding this. Okay. Let me just get the rest of those in. And now I'm going to line this one up, get that one screwed in the same way, and then we'll tie it into this existing bottom plate, and we'll be getting somewhere. And this one, this joist, actually, while you guys are here, you can see the end of this joist is all rotten. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that off quick. Let me just do that. Cut it back to clean wood.
Let me smell it.
Get rid of all that rot. And we can sister this up, reinforce that later. But like I was saying, for now, let me get this stud and everything locked back in where it should be so this wall stops wobbling. So you guys might notice that we have a new rim joist. We just put this in. We'll show you that in another project video. But for now, the focus is just getting this floor done so that we can build our wall. Right now, what I have to focus on is repairing some of these floor joists because we obviously had to cut that one out. This one has a little bit of rot at the end. Look at it, it's soft. Should I cut that off?
Leave it. Just sister.
So what I did was I cut some short pieces right here, and we're gonna get these sistered up just so we have some solid wood once again. It isn't too hard to get level. We'll just tie that in. So there it is. You can tell if something's level by running your hammer across it, and you'll feel it if it's not. But this end is sitting quite a bit higher because it's sitting on the metal chassis. So we just have to try to either lift this one a little bit, or we'll have to shave that one down so it sits over the chassis.
I would lift it from the end there.
Mm-hmm. And shave it down a little bit. Let me see.
That works.
I can do it like that.
You're so smart.
Right about there. Come on. That looks really good. Just tying it in. So now I'm gonna keep going, kind of do the same thing. We'll just clear it out, get it leveled up, get it hooked in, sister that one up. I'm gonna cut a little piece to put in here where it's missing. Now we're just gonna add some blocking along this edge. first. And now we're going to slide it under the wall here. Can you come over here? And just, we'll start sliding it in. Push yours in over there. Let me see. Oh, look at my shirt's in the way. That doesn't help.
It's in.
Ooh, looks good. Well, the patch fits perfectly. So we're going to go ahead and screw it down. I marked my joists on the floor and the wall. So now we can just get it screwed in really quick. We just finished screwing down the patch. Now I'm going to put my new bottom plate in. Hopefully we can fit it under here. That's honestly a really good fit.
Yeah.
Oh, this whole wall is being pushed out.
Oh, wow.
So now I'm just going to tie these together so they don't move. The top bottom plate to the bottom plate. And then we're going to come in with some big, long, heavy screws so that we can get all the way down through the subfloor and lock this in. So that should lock both of these through the subfloor into the rim joist. Solid. And I'll do the same thing right here. I think that's good. That's stronger than when we started. Quick update. I just put these two studs in the wall right here, and they're basically just two studs flat facing out because what I want to do is build the wall here. Remember, that's what we're working on. So this is where it's going to be lined up, and the wall's going to be right in the center of that, and that way there's nailers on both corners on either side of the wall. And you can see down here, just comes down to the bottom plate. Pretty simple. Drew some lines on the floor where I'm going to build my wall, and that's what I'm working on now. Okay, so we are getting ready to frame this up. I just finished framing this wall up. We're ready to stand it up, except for there's an old ceiling light up here, and it's just in the way of the wall. So I'm going to just get this detached. There that is. Okay, so it's kind of nice. The wires just poke down through a hole in the drywall. And that means it'll be easy to put a light box in there. We could wire up some new lights in this area. Maybe even put some recess lighting in. That might be cool. One here, one over there in the hallway. What do you guys think? Now this should slide in without too much effort. You just have to get it in the right spot. Good, success. I'm gonna go ahead and get this all squared up nice and plumb. And we're gonna get it screwed in to the floor and walls. And now I have this wall solid, super solid. I'm gonna cut out this bottom plate so we don't trip. There it is. Well guys, let me step out of the way and you can see the new wall fully framed and installed. And it might not seem like it's that important. You might be thinking that's a lot of effort. Think about what this just did. I have all this extra wall space here to organize this room. We have a little cubby back here so you can put stuff here without it feeling in the way, just like I said at the beginning. After we figure out the paneling, we do have to get the wall sided. I have a sheet of Smart Side that I'm going to put in here so that the hallway is cohesive. And I'm hoping that we can scrounge up enough of this paneling to finish up the wall to match in here and you won't even know we touched it. And the other good thing about this, we don't plan on installing a door right now, but I framed this out for a 34-inch rough opening, which means 32-inch door. Just like that one. And if we want to, we can buy a door to install in here. And it would create a double door from this room to that room, which is handy if we want to maintain like a clean space, because this space is certainly going to get dusty and dirty. And it helps to be able to do that. And also for sound, I don't know if anything loud is going to happen in here, but if you want that extra barrier, that helps. I don't know if I'm ready to fully commit to paneling this wall up, but we're going to try to finish it. I think we can finish it. Back over here. Well, last night we kept working, and look at this. I got all the paneling installed around the door using some pieces from the other room that we had, and now it looks like it's always been there. I don't have a perfect seam over there, but it's okay for this room. And there's the wall we created. So actually this is pretty neat. And like I was saying, now I can have this tool here. It might not seem like a big thing, but it doesn't feel like it's in the way anymore. Whereas that would have been just standing in the middle of the room before. Sometimes creating walls creates more space. This is why we're not a fan of open concept house plans. I know a lot of people love them. People are always, constantly telling us to do open concept whenever we do a renovation.
Yeah.
They always want us to take down walls. And we are just such a huge fan of walls and divided spaces, because when you have a big open room, there's nowhere to put anything. That's just weird.
And it feels like a warehouse.
Yeah. And inside the hallway, we got this side sided too, with some more of this Smart Side panel. And this side's finished as well. All we have to do is over here, we have to put paneling back up on this wall. Now this side I'm going to leave open for now because I want to make sure I'm set on the exterior lighting. I think I want to replace the box that's up there because that electrical box just doesn't work for me. So I'm going to leave that open for now. But this one, I think I can seal it back up. I'm going to use the paneling I took off. Perfect. I'm just going to tack it up with some brad nails. And honestly, I should come back through and put some paneling nails in it later because these, they aren't really strong enough, in my opinion. And that's partially because the paneling they used is so thin. It's only 1/8 of an inch thick. There, good enough for now. It's in. This wall is not perfect by any means. There's old holes, nail holes all over it, so I can't expect perfection, but we did get it done. And building this wall wasn't even the biggest part of it. It was really replacing this floor. Not that the floor was necessarily entirely terrible, but like I said, it was the wrong thickness and you could definitely see a lump in the floor. Now we have a nice, solid, clean, smooth floor and our new wall. And we were able to start working on the rim joist, which is really good because those rim joists were pretty bad. And now we have a solid door threshold area to set a new door, which we will be buying soon. So we're going to continue working, getting this place together, and we'll probably start working more on the outside. Since we started those rim joists, it'll be nice to finish up that rot on the outside and replace all of that. So that will probably be coming soon. But I guess that's all we have for now, so thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.
Bye.